Hey everybody, it's Carrie, your friendly local teen librarian from the Rapid City Public Library. And today I am going to walk you guys through the wildlife triptychs that hopefully you picked up this week, which will also put us back on schedule for all of the rest of our crafts for the summer. So let's take a look at what you got in your bags and we'll go from there. Okay, so I think this is what everyone should have gotten in their bags. As usual, if you're short something, come through the drive-thru or come on up to the teen desk and we'll get you situated with whatever you need. So first off, we've got the directions, and they're going to kind of walk you through what I'm going to basically be telling you. You should have 3 pieces of clothespin. You should have 3 glue dots. We've got a bunch of Q-tips, 3 of the wooden squares, 2 containers. One has green paint, one has white glue, and then these are going to be your wildlife animal pictures, and there should be 4 of them in there. You probably want to grab some scissors, and then I used a paper towel to kind of set behind so that I didn't stain any of the tabletops in the library. Your parents might appreciate that. All right, let's get started. So we've got paper towel. Don't need the glue right now. We're basically going to use one of these Q-tips as our paintbrush. And what I'm going to have you do, get all this situated so we don't make a mess, is you kind of dip it in there and you're kind of going to wave it back and forth and start to paint. Now, a couple of things. Part of the reason that I picked this particular kind of wood is because even when you paint it, you're going to kind of be able to see the grain of the wood through the paint. So if the paints you're used to using kind of cover up everything and you can't sort of see the texture or the style of whatever you're painting on, this will be a little bit different. And you're just going to cover it, that square, all the way. The other thing I like about this particular paint and wood combination is that you kind of get a texture from the Q-tip and the paint as well, which to me kind of looks like a hilly or a leafy background, and I really liked that. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint all 3 of those just like that, and then you're going to let them sit. And it's not going to take very long, but pretty soon what you've painted is going to be pretty dry. And once you can kind of touch it and not end up with a piece of that paint on your finger, we'll go ahead and we're going to do a second coat, just the same as we did that first one. Then you can toss your Q-tips away. If you've got paint left over, you can save it, use it for another project, maybe later in the summer, whatever you want to do. Once you have your square painted and dry to the touch, that's when we're going to bring in your animal pictures, and you can pick what ones you want to use. I really like the giraffe one because you can make it look like it's coming in from the side or picking up from the bottom, whatever you want to do. And as you can see here, I kind of cut just about as close as I could to the actual drawing or photograph, I guess. And you'll use another one of your Q-tips, and this time we'll use that glue. Just kind of get some on the end of your Q-tip, same way you would like a paintbrush. And you're just gonna spin it around on there until you've covered the surface. And I would say the important thing is to make sure that you're going all the way to the edges because you don't want any of those to come up. And I am going to have my giraffe head coming in from the side. So you line up the part where you cut it off with the edge of your green, and then you just want to make sure that you press it all the way down. Make sure you get all of that pressed down. If you're a little more artistic than I am, you can even draw more or patterns around the heads to make it more artistic. But for me, the thing I think that makes it look the most like an actual piece of art is the fact that we are going to stand them up on easels. So that is where our clothespin pieces come in and our glue dots. So once you have all of them mounted like this, you've got them on there the way that you want, you're going to turn it face down. And when you look at the clothespin piece, you can see kind of this angle right here. And basically what we're going to do is we are going to glue this piece onto here, about in the middle like that with that glue dot. And then what will happen is when you stand it up, it'll hold itself up, and then you have kind of 3 easeled art pieces. So glue dots, super handy. Gonna make sure we get it right on that part. I need a little bit of help in peeling off that back plastic bit. Kind of get that standing where you want it and just lean it back into that glue dot. So I've got my giraffe piece and it will stand up. And you'll do that to all 3 of them. And then you can have them all next to each other. And basically a triptych is just 3 artworks that all are associated, so have something in common, that are meant to go together. And ours have similar backgrounds and not the same animals, but similar style of animal for sure. And I'll show you my completed one here in just a second, but pretty simple craft this week. All right, guys, here is my finished triptych. You can kind of see the wood grain shown through, and you can see the animals that I chose, and they're all standing up. They've got their clothespins holding up their easels. There you go. So thank you for joining us in our virtual Teen Crafternoon this week. As you guys know, we're going to be having new craft bags available for you to pick up at the teen desk or in the drive-thru starting Sunday morning, so that's tomorrow. This week, what we're going to be doing involves sun art. So it's kind of a chemical process that is jump-started by the sun to get some really cool images on this very special paper that we're going to be using. And then my video to you guys about how to do that exactly will come a week from today on the next Saturday. So thanks for coming along with us. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to check back at our YouTube channel to see about some other Teen Crafternoons. Thanks, guys.